ServiceNow Incident Management. The goal of incident management is to restore normal service operation as quickly as possible following an incident while minimizing impact to business operations and ensuring quality is maintained. Creating an incident. Though incidents can be created in several different ways in the system, you will typically create incidents from calls as described in the Service Desk call video. However, if you know right away that an issue a user is dealing with is an incident, you can navigate to the Incident application and select Create New. After clicking on the Save and Go button from a call form with a category of incident, you will be taken directly to the Incident form where you can work the incident. As noted in the Service Desk call video, much of the data from the call record is automatically transferred to the incident record to save you time and work. Incident form components. We will go through each part of the incident form in turn. You will see a row of buttons along the top of the incident form. These buttons will change depending upon the state of the incident and your role within ServiceNow. The Save button saves your changes to the form and stays on the incident form. The Save and Exit button saves your changes and submits the new incident for work. Submitting will take you back to a list of all incidents. The Resolve Incident button is only available on incidents that are not already in a resolved state. It will save your changes and change the state of the incident to resolved. Note that there is not a button available in the heading to close the incident. The Reported by User is auto-populated from the call form's caller field and represents the user who is alerting you to the incident. Oftentimes, the reported by and the reported for users will be the same, so the reported for user will initially match the reported by user. However, there is an option on the incident form to distinguish them if necessary. As indicated by the asterisk, these fields are mandatory and must be completed in order to save the form. As was the case with the call form, these fields are reference fields and should be filled in using the reference icon to the right of the field. The user ID, or SUNET ID, and the primary affiliation field will be automatically populated from the reported for user's record. If a primary affiliation does not appear, this is likely because there is no primary affiliation listed in the user's record. There are 8 different options, including none, for the category field. Use the drop-down menu to select the category into which the incident falls. The Affected CI field is another mandatory reference field on the incident form. For this reference field, you can choose from among 12 different business services. Choose the service that is impacted by the incident. The Impact and Urgency fields are used to calculate the priority of the incident and its SLAs. Choose an impact based on the number of users who are affected by the incident. The system will auto-populate the urgency based on the affected CI you have chosen, and the priority of the incident will be calculated based on those values. The content of the short description field on the incident form will be taken from the same field on the call form, but the content of this field can continue to be edited after the call has been transferred to an incident. The State field on the incident form allows you to track the current status of an incident. A brand new incident that has not been worked should have a state of new. Other available states are active, awaiting problem, awaiting user info, awaiting third party, and resolved. Changing the incident to a state of resolved will make the Close Code and Close Notes field in the Closure Information tab mandatory. When an incident is marked resolved, the reported by user will receive an email notification that will give him or her the opportunity to reopen the incident and rate their experience. Note that after 5 business days, incidents in a resolved state will automatically be closed by the system. The assignment group for an incident is another mandatory field, and it is automatically selected based on the Tier 1 support group of the first configuration item selected in the affected CI field. The Assigned To field is another reference field. Your options for this field will include only those members in the previously selected assignment group field. In most cases, if you change the assignment group, you will also need to change the assigned to. The user assigned to the incident should keep the status of the incident up to date. When you assign an incident to yourself, the ticket will be listed in the My Work module. Remember to set the state field's value to active as soon as you assign the incident to yourself. The Time Worked field will track time that has been spent working on an incident. Note that if you stay on the page for an extended period of time but do not save or update the record, the time spent on the page will not be recorded. Checking the Secure Incident checkbox will hide certain fields on the incident form from fulfillers outside the incident's assignment group. In this example, fulfillers who are not in the ITS Service Desk group will not be able to see information about the reported for user or the alternate contact field. Users outside of the assignment group will also not see the Related Records tab or the Location tab. Lastly, users outside of the assignment group selected will not be able to change the assignment group for the incident or uncheck the Secure Incident box. If you check the KCS Results checkbox, the KCS Results tab with knowledge articles related to your incident will appear at the bottom of the incident form. You can also link the incident to a specific knowledge article in the knowledge database using the KCS Solution reference field. If the user who reported the incident prefers to be contacted in a way not listed in their user record, enter the alternate contact information in the alternate contact field. This field will accept phone numbers, email addresses, and notes. Use the Notes tab to add individuals to the watch list. These may be users interested in the incident who were not assigned to it and did not report the incident. They will receive email notifications when updates are made to the incident. Those individuals added to the Work Notes list but not listed elsewhere will only receive notifications when work notes for the incident are commented. The Additional Comments field is for comments related to the incident that you would like the customer to see. Fulfillers' internal comments about the incident that don't need to be seen by end users should be added to the Work Notes field. Past comments, work notes, email notifications, and other activity on the incident will be displayed in the Activity section of the incident form. You can add and remove the types of activity that show up in the Activity section. Making changes to this filter will only affect your view of the incident's activity, not other fulfillers' views. And all fields will be checked by default. Additionally, you can expand or collapse all or only portions of the Activity section. In the Related Records tab, you can view the call from which an incident originated. You can also associate an incident to changes or to a reference number from another system. When resolving an incident, you will need to select the Closure Information tab and fill in two mandatory fields: Close Code and Close Notes. In Close Code, choose the option that best describes why the incident has been resolved. In Close Notes, describe the incident and the procedure that was used to resolve it. If you check the Knowledge checkbox, the Close Notes will be copied to a draft knowledge article that will be created upon saving the incident form. Whenever incidents are resolved by a fulfiller, the reported by user will receive an email notification. The notification will provide the recipient with the option to rate their experience and provide feedback. The rating, which can range from 1 to 5 stars, will appear in the survey response field after being submitted. The end user survey comments will appear in the survey comments field. Once the incident is closed, the closed by field will auto-populate with the user who closed the incident, and the closed field will auto-populate with the date and time the incident was closed. The Location tab allows you to include more information about the location of the incident, including the building, floor, and room. You can use the Related Links section to create or join a chat room related to an incident. Clicking on this link will open up a new window that allows you to invite other fulfillers to discuss the incident in real time. SLAs, or Service Level Agreements, will automatically be associated with each incident based on the incident's priority and the affiliation of the user who reported the incident. In this case, no SLAs have been associated with our incident because the reported by user is guest. If we changed the reported by user to one with a hospital affiliation, SLAs should appear in this tab. You can use the Task SLAs tab to track the time that has elapsed for an SLA. Note that the system will send notifications to the person assigned to an incident when 75% of an incident's SLA is reached. And an additional notification will be sent to the assigned to user and that user's manager when the incident reaches 90% of its SLA. If multiple tasks are needed throughout the course of resolving an incident, a system administrator can add them using the Tasks tab at the bottom of the incident form. ITIL fulfillers will be able to see all tasks associated with an incident in this tab. You can see other incidents the user has reported by clicking on the Incidents by the Same Caller tab. Finally, you can see if an incident has been associated with an outage by clicking on the Outages tab. How to resolve an incident. In order to indicate that an incident is resolved, click on the Resolve Incident button at the top of the incident form. The system will not allow you to resolve the incident until you have entered a close code and close notes. These fields are found in the Closure Information tab on the incident form. Enter the closure information in these fields and select the Knowledge checkbox if you would like to create a draft of a knowledge article from the close notes in the incident record. The short description from the incident record will be the knowledge article's title. Note that resolving an incident will send a notification to the reported by user. The notification will give the user the opportunity to reopen the incident and rate their service experience. Unless the reported by user decides to reopen the incident will automatically close after 5 business days in the resolved state. Thank you for watching this video. For more information on using ServiceNow, visit the ServiceNow wiki at this URL.